Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, we will be discussing about square roots and different methods to finding a square root of any natural number. So let us start with what is square root. The definition says that if m and n are two real numbers and such that n is equals to m square, then n is said to be the square of m, and m is here the square root of n. Let us understand with an example. We can say that suppose we have a number 4 and is equals to 2 to the power 2. So here we can say that 2 is square root of 4, and also 4 is the square of 2. Now this can be written as in a different form here, which says that 4 to the power 1 by 2 is equals to 2, or you can say that the square root of 4 is equals to 2. So these three statements are totally same but are written in a different form, and the symbol is called square root. Now let us discuss how can we find out the square root of any natural number using different methods. Methods of finding the square root of any natural number. So here we will discuss the methods finding the square root of natural numbers, and further we will know about the rational numbers and decimal numbers, that how can we find out square root there. So we have three methods to find the square root of any natural number. First is successive subtraction. So let us know all the methods one by one from an example given in your book. So here the example 2.7, it says that we have to find out the square root of a number which is 64, and we have to find this using this method, successive subtraction. So how can we find using this? Let us understand here. So before we know the steps, let us understand that what is successive numbers. Successive numbers are nothing but alternate numbers. We can say like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 and so on. So all the alternate numbers we can also say are the successive numbers. Or we can say the numbers having gap of 1. So these are the successive numbers, and let us see how we can use these numbers in finding the square root of any natural number. So here we have example 64. We have to find out the square root of 64 using this method. So the method says that one by one we have to subtract each successive number from this 64, and until then we get 0. So let's start the process. Here we have 64. And 64 minus 1 is 63. Now next successive number we have is 3. So 63 minus 3 is 60. Next successive number we have 60 minus 5, which is 55. Now 55 minus 7 is nothing but 48. Now 48 minus 9 we have is a 39. Again here 39 minus 11 we have 28, and 28 minus 13 we have 15, and lastly 15 minus 15 we get here 0. So these are the steps. We need to subtract every successive digit from the given number until we get 0 in the result. And the next step is we need to count every step here. We have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and 8th. So all together to get 0 as a result, here we have 8 steps. So we can say that the square root of 64 is 8 here. So we need to count all the steps and get the answer. Square root of 64 is equals to 8. Now the question comes here is, what happens if we subtract the successive numbers and we get any negative number in place of 0? So in that case we can say that the number is not a perfect square, and the square root of that given number will be in a decimal form. Now what that number exactly will be, we cannot find this using successive subtraction method, because the successive subtraction method is suitable only for those numbers which are perfect square number. Now I hope you understand what is perfect square number. Let us discuss the next method, which is prime factorization method of finding the square root of any number. The next method, method 2, we have prime factorization method. So let us understand this also with an example. Suppose we have to find out the square root of 2025 using this prime factorization method. So here what we need to do is, we need to factorize the number here in the prime form. Now we can factorize this as 2025, and here we have 5 multiplied by 405, and again 5 with 81, and then here we have 9 multiplied by 9 is 81. So we have to write all the simplest form for 2025. Here we have 5 multiplied by 5 and 9 multiplied by 9. So we can split the 9 into 3 multiplied by 3. 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 3. So here we have converted this number in prime numbers. So altogether we have 6 such numbers. Now the next step says that we have to count one number for every pair of prime we have. So here we have 3 pair of prime numbers, 5 multiplied by 5, 3 multiplied by 3. Now the next step says that from all this pair of prime numbers we have to remove one numbers. Like here, from 5 multiplied by 5 we will take 5, and 3 multiplied by 3 we have only 1 3, and here also we have to take only 1 3. Now the next step is, we need to do the product of all the numbers to get the root of the given number. So here it will come 45. So we can say that the square root of 2025 is equals to 5 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 is 45. Now the question arises here is, what will happen if we have one more prime numbers, suppose multiplied by 2, and we don't have pair of these two? So how can we find the square root of this number? So in such case, we can say that the number is not a perfect square number, and in the solution we can write as, suppose in place of 45 we can write as 45 root 2 is the answer of this square root 2025. Now the next method we have, method which is division method for finding the square root. The third method is division method. So here we have to find out the square root of number using this division method. So suppose we have example here 271441, and we have to find out the square of this number using this division method. So the steps are, the first step is, we will put the bar on this number starting from the left side and the pair of numbers. So here the left side we have 41. So here we will put the bar, and the next is we have 14 and then 27. So this bar indicates that the number in the division method, these two digits will get together for dividing. The next step is, while dividing this number, we have to find a largest number whose square is either less than 27 or greater than 27. So here we have 5 as a number, which is 5 multiplied by 5 we get 25 and is less than 27. So after subtracting this here we will get 2, and the pair of numbers we need to keep down is 14. And also whatever the quotient here will be, we need to add this number here. Here we will get 10. And again we need to find out a number here whose square if multiplied by either will be less than 214 or equal to 214. So what will we write here as a number? So here in case we have 2 as a number. If we will multiply 102 by 2, then we will get 204. Now after subtracting this here, we have 10 as a number, and the number we will get down is 41. And also the same number in the quotient we need to add here. So we have 104. Now what will be the next number? If we will multiply by the square of it, then we will get 1041. So here we can simply say that this number is 1. 104 multiplied by 1 will be 1041. And so we have reach to the zero remainder, and thus the division is stopped. So whatever the number is in the quotient will be the square root of this number. So here we have 521 as the square root of this number 271441. The things we need to remember here is whatever we write in the quotient, we have to add the same number in the divisor here and then get the next number. So this is the division method, and using this method we can find the square root of any number, either it is perfect square or not. So I hope it's clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section below. Till then, do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.